Hi everyone. So now we understand what an entrepreneur is and what are the benefits of becoming an entrepreneur, what are the disadvantages of becoming an entrepreneur. Now we know that if you want to do a job, these are the few things, a few benefits or the few disadvantages of for a job. And then you can compare what you want. A few things we need to discuss is the characteristics because a person who's an entrepreneur would have a different characteristic than a person who is on a job. So let's just discuss the characteristic for a person who would want to be an entrepreneur. So let's just say, so sorry about my handwriting. All right. I know it's a bad handwriting. Number one, the first one, the most important one I would say would be self-confidence. You see, the reason I say self-confidence is important is because he's the only one who's doing business. He would see people coming up to him and saying, you can't do this job. It's very difficult. You're the only one who's doing it. He'll see around, he'll look around, and then there are companies who have so many employees and so many big budgets. But over here, he's the only one, dealing with everything. So he has to be self-confident. He has to know and he has to believe in himself, saying that I will do it. Second one I would say is innovative. Of course, you're making a new business, you have to have innovation. Your product should be innovative. So you should be innovative to bring innovative ideas, innovative products, different products. So if it's the same, if you don't have any innovation in it, in yourself, then it gets difficult if you're making the same product as any other organization who's already in the business and doing a good job. But for you, you're coming into the market without any support. I mean, you might have very few employees, you might have very limited budget, so it gets difficult for you to, fight all that. You have to be an effective communicator. Oh, very important. You have a great idea, business idea, but you can't present, you cannot present, you cannot speak, then it gets very difficult. You see all those big entrepreneurs, like let's talk about Mark Zuckerberg or talk about Richard Branson. You must have noticed that they speak very well. They know how to communicate their ideas. That's why effective communication is very important. No doubt. The next one is hardworking. Of course, because it's not a 9 to 5 job. It's not like you go every morning 9 to 5. No, you might need to do work on weekends, you might need to work really hard all the time. You don't have breaks, you don't take breaks. So it's a hard working job. The next one can be, again, we all know about it, is the risk taker. He has to be a huge risk taker. That's one of, again, his characteristics. If he's not a risk taker, then it gets difficult for him. What do you mean by risk taker? Investing money and you don't know the return. You have to spend money on anything, on product, on marketing, maybe on research. So many things, hidden costs you wouldn't know. And all this money is going in to a business and you don't know the result. You don't know what the return would be. Would it sell? Would it not sell? So you need to be a very good risk taker to do all that. And yes, optimistic is a very important one. This means he has to believe that things will be good. He has to believe that the outcome would be positive. If he always starts thinking, oh, I can't do it, this is negative, oh, I can't do it, oh, this is difficult, what if I do this, I can't get this, or it is difficult, things can't be done this way. You have to kill the negativity, and not all of people or entrepreneurs around us can kill negativity. So you have to be very optimistic, very positive about it. So these are the few characteristics of an entrepreneur. I'll quickly take you through all of them so we can see how it goes. Self-confidence. He has to have self-confidence. He has to be innovative. He has to be a communicator. He has to be hardworking. He has to be a risk taker, a good risk. Of course, he will take risks, but he has to be a very good risk taker. He has to believe in himself, and of course, he has to be positive all the time by being optimistic. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, let me know.